serverless is great because the technology is booming now. From the industry's point of view, there's still openings for a lot of internships, a lot of students to be part in the professional world. Chennai has a lot of SaaS companies and a lot of companies that's focused on building products. There's never a better time than now because until you try out something, you don't know if that really works or not.
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk Tech. In each episode, we have innovative technologists sharing their insightful stories. In this episode, we have Zone's Zakaria Noel, Senior Developer Advocate. Hello, pleased to meet you.
Hi, good to meet you as well.
Okay, so let's start with your career journey. Tell us about how you were interested in tech and how this journey started.
So, during my master's days, I did a lot of internships and worked on a lot of projects hands on with the tech at that time. And I really wanted to be on my toes with keeping myself updated with the latest happenings in the world of cloud. And then afterwards, I started my internship at a startup based in Bangalore. And I did a lot of work with full stack development and moved towards cloud and serverless. I later transitioned as a serverless architect, and then I moved to Freshworks as a developer advocate.
Now you're called a serverless hero.
Yes.
How did this happen?
Being part of the AWS community and sharing my enthusiasm for serverless, helping folks with their serverless workloads, helping them understand how serverless works, helping them with different queries around serverless. And also, I did a lot of contribution to AWS serverless services, where AWS recognized me as a serverless hero in 2022.
Do you think it impacted your career in any way?
Yes, because being as a serverless hero, I had this recognition where, as part of developer advocate also, right, being known in the community world is a lot because as a developer advocate, when you go to events and speak at conferences and you're representing your company, that is one, but going in as a serverless hero is another recognition. And that really helped me elevate my career.
And build an edge over other candidate.
Yes, exactly. Because also when I go to conferences now, I represent AWS as a serverless hero and Freshworks as well. So.
Okay, so you have been in this industry for so long. How do you see serverless function is going to be in future?
A lot of things is evolving with Gen AI now. So generative AI being also serverless in a way where you're not managing servers and trying to get your infrastructure up with all the servers needed for generative AI. Serverless is evolving a lot in terms of the way how compute works. And just a few days back, when I was looking at all the new things that's coming out in serverless, it's improvising the developer experience of how you build with serverless. That's a huge win because now I focus a lot on developer experience. So looking at companies like AWS evolve and focus on the developer experience is really something that I am very much pleased about. So, yeah.
I see a lot of students are now interested in serverless. What would you like to say to them?
Well, just kicking start their career in serverless is great because the technology is booming now and a lot is going to happen in the serverless space. So yeah, students getting started with their career in serverless is a very good start.
You being part of this event, I can assume that you know the importance of networking. So what do you think this event and many events like these can do to students?
So just as an attendee, right, you meet a lot of people, a lot of speakers, a lot of other attendees who come from different backgrounds. Maybe your next job opportunity is waiting in a networking, right? So, or maybe a collaboration that's possible. So a lot of folks today do podcast. A lot of them work as contributing to open source projects. Networking with such folks gives you that opportunity to contribute and also collaborate with others.
So, what would you like to say to the students who are participating in the events like these to create an edge over other students? What should they do to network, or anything that skill that's required?
To network, you just have to go say hi to the person and share your interest in terms of, okay, hey, today I met a lot of students who tell me that they're interested in serverless. How do I begin with serverless, right? Some exactly. And a lot of them speakers, they have their own sessions and talk about that session, ask more questions about that session, express your interest. And as students, you would seek for career guidance. Ask for those questions around career guidance, and they'll be happy to help you.
Okay. Do you think this event helps the industries?
Yes.
In what way?
So industries today, the job market is not at a very good state, right? But if you look at it from the industry's point of view, there's still openings for a lot of internships, a lot of students to be part in the professional world. So opportunities like that is something that gets that's of a focus in an event like this.
When I was reading about you, I got to know that you worked both in Bangalore and in Chennai. So, what do you see the difference between these two dynamic cities in terms of tech?
So I'm still based in Bangalore, but I work remote out of Bangalore. I travel to Chennai a few times. So, well, Chennai has its own flavor. I love seafood, so coming to Chennai is something that I really love.
In terms of tech, I'm asking, is there any difference for that matter?
One difference that I see is Chennai has a lot of SaaS companies and a lot of companies that's focused on building products. Bangalore has companies too, but most of it is focused with startup culture. So yeah, that's the key difference between the two cities.
So, as a person who's been in the tech industry for so long, what's the trend that you foresee in near future?
So generative AI is something that's gonna be there. Yeah. So today, as we speak, right, a lot of things around generative AI is still evolving. Maybe in terms of getting the compliance right and generative AI and all of those. So even that is going to boom in the next few years.
Okay. So, if you would like the students to know something or a takeaway from your career that you would like to let students know, what would it be?
If you're interested with something, get started with that. And there's never a better time than now, because until you try out something, you don't know if that really works or not. Maybe it's in terms of taking a career path. Maybe it's in terms of trying out an interest. You would have to give it a shot to know if that is something that is viable for you.
Okay. So, in the tech industry, do you need any mentor to guide you in the way throughout?
Absolutely, because mentors are the ones who can help you shape your career. It could be somebody in your own company. It could be somebody out of your company as well, because they'll help you in terms of understanding what are your key strengths, how do you focus on them, what are your weaknesses, how do you make your weakness a strength, and also in terms of a long-term plan for your career, maybe 10 years down the lane, what do you want to become? They'll help you with grooming you to be there. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a mentor?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. It was an insightful conversation. I'm sure students who are watching this interview had something to take away with them. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting me.
Okay.